This is gonna be the video on my biggest buck to date. This is my buck I killed in 2021 with this bear right here. I'm just gonna kind of explain how my season went. So, a little bit of a background on this buck. This buck, we got him scored by two guys. One guy scored him at 129. And the other guy scored him at 135. So, I don't know exactly how big he is, but let's just say he's somewhere in between. Or we could just go with he's 135. But he's a mainframe, 10 point, and pretty much perfect. Beautiful deer, and that's pretty much that. So, I shot him with Swhacker Broadhead with my Hoyt Power Max. And that's pretty much that. So let's get into the story. So pretty much the beginning of the story. You guys already seen some videos from 2021, that hunting season, and if you haven't, go back and watch them. Essentially, I was hunting a new area I've never hunted before, and I was seeing a lot of good bucks. I actually got a crack at one. Here's a little bit of that. Alright guys, so pretty much, I'm devastated right now, really. I mean, I'm frustrated, devastated with myself. I mean, I'm tore up, really, but I feel so bad for that deer right now. Just to think, pretty much I'm guessing he's just sick. And just to think that's that's horrible. I'm uploading this because this is the truth, this is the reality. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I don't know if I'm going to find him in the morning or not. I'm sorry I'm crying so much. I hate this so much. Like, don't call me crybaby. I just get emotional because, I mean, I put a lot of time and effort into this hunting stuff anymore. And really, I've been getting pretty good at it. I mean, this year I've seen 4 bucks in that area that I'd be super happy to shoot. And I'm talking, good bucks. I mean, the buck I shot tonight was decent. I mean, right around, maybe a little bit smaller than that one, I don't know. But that doesn't even matter right now, it doesn't matter. I'd be tore up if this was the smallest buck of my life or the biggest buck of my life, but pretty much what happened was I got down, I did find blood, and I made a weird assumption, bad assumption. I keep assuming things this year and it's horrible. It's pretty much eating me alive, but made the assumption there was air bubbles in the blood that I found, and I couldn't have been more wrong. I showed my dad the blood whenever we went back in to start finding them, and he looked at it, he's like, that looks like, stomach matter. So that's that. I mean, and we searched, we walked probably about 120, 150 yards, maybe. And the blood was there, like you could follow a blood trail, but then it got to a spot where there's a big puddle of blood, and the blood just kind of, it stopped there. So we're guessing he licked himself and shut up a good bit. So, I mean, that's just to think. I mean, that's a horrible way to go, and I feel horrible right now. I mean, if I could take the shot back, I would. All day long, I wouldn't have shot. But I mean, I guess it is what it is. I can't take it back now. I don't know. And if I don't find this buck, I'm probably done for the season. I couldn't imagine hunting with a buck, like hunting with a buck that got away. Like, I don't know, I just feel horrible. I feel horrible. So obviously that did not go as planned, and I was really torn up about that. So I looked for that deer. Essentially, I hit the deer bad. It rained the next day. I did not find the deer, which I was really torn up about. And I looked for that deer for 4 days straight, and never could find him. I don't know if I killed him or not. I'm thinking I did, but I did not. I never found a deer, so that is what it is. I was not going to hunt at all the rest of the season. I told my dad, my buddies, I said, I killed one. I'm not going back out. Well, everyone ended up talking me back into going out, and I hunted one hunt where I grew up hunting, and I didn't see anything. I just wasn't in the mood to hunt. And then later that week, it would have been the 3rd, 3rd of November. It was a Wednesday. I asked my boss if I could have off at the end of that week. So I was off a Thursday and a Friday, and he said yes, I could have off. We were slow at work, so I had off. On my way, well, that Wednesday, I hunt right after work. Well, that Wednesday, I left work, and I was gonna hunt, and I just couldn't get the motivation to get out of the truck. So I just went home. I figured, you know what, I'll just go out in the morning. I just didn't feel like I couldn't get an ounce of motivation out of me to go hunting, because I was just so torn up about the deer I hit bad. So I woke up Thursday morning. It was late, and I was late getting in. It was still like the sun was coming up. It was like, it was bright out already. Well, I climb up in the tree that I scouted about mid-season, and I'm sitting there right around 9 o'clock. Had a buck come in about 40-50 yards to my right, and he did not want to commit to me. I was grunting at him, snort-wheezed at him, and I don't know if he got part of my scent or what, but he did not want to come in. And whenever I seen him, it looked like I thought it was like maybe an 18-inch 8-point or something, so I would have killed it. Well, he did not want to come in, so I was kind of bummed about that, because he trotted off blowing at me. So fast forward a few more hours, I sat there. I was kind of just sleeping in and out of whatever, and all of a sudden I look up in front of me, and there's a tree just going, like, getting raked by a deer. So I grabbed my bow. I went to turn my camera on. Well, by this time I already knew my camera was dead. I didn't have any other batteries with me, so essentially I was screwed on self-filming this deer. But I knew it was dead because I tried filming the deer before that. So I tried it one more time to see if it would work, and it didn't want to turn on. So I went the full draw, and the deer got to a intersection, and the deer could have went left, or it could have went to its right and walked down the trail on the tram road right in front of me. It would probably been like a 12-yard shot. But he decided not to do that. He could have went that way. He could have made a left, and I would have had a split second to shoot him. Luckily, he didn't do that. He made a right, which is actually a very, very tough shot out of the saddle. And so it would be like my weak side. So I'd literally almost completely turn around in the saddle at full draw. I stopped him at 15 yards, and I shot. And as soon as I shot, I knew right away. I said, that's gonna kill that deer. But I just something I need to get better on. I knew it was gonna kill the deer, but I hit him in the liver. So I texted my dad. I told him, I shot a giant, whatever, my biggest buck, and He's like, well, climb down, find your arrow, find some blood. Well, I suck at finding blood. Like, I cannot see it. And since I did not get the shot on camera, I didn't know where exactly the deer like kind of went around trees. I kind of blacked out after I shot. So I was looking in the wrong spot for blood. Well, finally, about an hour later after I started looking for blood, I found a couple drops on the tram road on some mountain laurel I was hunting in. And as soon as I seen that, I said, okay, that's definitely dark blood. We're just backing out. So come back later, about 4 o'clock after my dad got off work, my uncle, my buddy Devin, we all went in. Well, my dad didn't because he had to go save the day for a woman we know. I'm not getting into that, but we go in, we get on blood, and as we're going, the shot was a mid-body, like up and down, and a little bit forward, but not forward enough to catch lungs. So, completely perfect broadside shot. Well, as we're tracking it, the blood just, at first it was kind of sparse. Like, maybe for the first 50 yards, it was like, just drips here and there, And then all of a sudden it just starts letting loose. And I mean, there's puddles everywhere on the logs we're following, there's just, you could walk it, walk fast on it, on the blood trail. Well, one of the best parts is walking up on it. Well, we get up to this one spot, and it was kind of open, I think. It's been a while. It's been a year and a couple months, and my buddy Devin, I think it was Devin, said, there's your buck. And it was kind of wadded up in some mountain laurel, and he walks up to it and grabs it, and he says, look, it's a 9-point. And I'm like, you're kidding me. I'm like, I thought it was a 10. And at that time, we couldn't tell that there was another G4 on the left side, because that was up underneath the mountain laurel. I grab a hold of it and pull it out. I said, no, it ain't. It's a 10. Which I could have swore I was a 10-point whenever I shot, as I remember seeing the 2 G4s on each side, which had me pumped. But then I got some pictures. I'll show you guys all the pictures here. But that's one instance where it pays to have more batteries with you than you need, because I probably would have got the shot on camera if I had more if I had more batteries. But it is what it is. It was a really fun hunt. It just was a nerve-wracking hunt, because after I shot, I got that sick feeling in my stomach, like knowing that whenever I shot, he ran out to about 50 yards, and I'm, go down, go down, go down, and he wasn't going down. And at that moment, I was like, I hit another one bad. I mean, that's the last thing I want to do, so. But I knew he was going to die, so I just didn't want to push the issue, so we gave him time, and we ended up finding him. I think he went about, it was either 180 yards or 220 yards. I wanted to, I can't really remember, but all that matters, we found him, and it was awesome. My biggest buck, so I just wanted to kind of go over that before I start uploading videos from this season, this archery season and rifle season, because I feel like I needed to have an ending to the 2021 season. As much as I suck at self-filming, it's something I need to get better at, and honestly, from here on out, I think what I'm going to do is my self-filming, I'm going to still have my, this camera that I'm filming on right now, I'm still going to have it strapped to the tree, but I'm going to have some sort of, camera hooked to my bow, because in these situations where, the shot might not be beautiful, clear, but all it matters is if I get the shot on camera, on any camera. So I'm going to probably get a GoPro mount for my bow and mount the camera to the bow, And that's probably the way I'm going to get my shots on camera from here on out, because I'm tired of not getting the most important part of the whole hunt on camera. Plus, I need to buy more batteries because for this camera, because I'm tired. That was a bummer. Like, you would have got the shot on camera if the battery wasn't dead. Hopefully close, maybe, or at least you would have got my reaction. I didn't even get my reaction, so sucks, but it is what it is. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. I'm gonna try to get back to doing this YouTube stuff. I've been slacking hardcore, and it's definitely something that I, can't be just giving up on, because it's someday I can look back in these videos and be like, that was cool, I got that on camera. But the trophy room is getting bigger, especially with that one in there. I did get a buck this year, but I'm not gonna spoil that one yet. I didn't really, yeah, I'm not even gonna get into it. So like, subscribe, share, comment, all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, bye.